Right. Hello everybody. Hello. Right. We're going to start a new thing on my channel. Right. We're going to start a new chat show. Today's topic will be on the Uefa Champions League. Okay. So the Uefa the European Championship, the Champions League. Okay. We'll be talking about that and much must-watch games. And then we were talking about a bit of the Champions League games. The games that you must watch, and you might see some history going on in it. So, the top games I would recommend watching in February is Barcelona versus Paris Saint-Germain. One of the big games out there. Because you've got Messi against Neymar and Mbappe. That one will be tough, but if you look at Barcelona's record this season in the past Champions Leagues that they've been in, they're not had a great season so far. So, and by the way guys, at the end of this chat show about the Champions League, all my predicted results for the first leg and second leg will be in the description below guys, so check that out. I'll say it at the end as well. So we got Barca versus PSG. Barca PSG. That'd be a tough game, you know, because you don't know how Barcelona will play. You don't know how PSG will play. But I'm gonna say that'll be a 2-2 draw. Then you've got the next game. You've got RB Leipzig versus Liverpool. RB Leipzig against Liverpool. That'll be a tough game. But as you can tell, Liverpool without injuries. They've got injuries, no Van Dijk. So mainly most of their senior players now are basically currently injured. So if Liverpool do their tactics right and play the youngsters, like bring Reece Williams into it or Nathaniel Phillips, or just put Henderson, or put Milner in at centre back, but he's still injured. So play somebody that have experience at working at centre back, because with RB Leipzig they can just easily go past Liverpool's defence. But it'll still be a Liverpool win. So I think that'll be a 3-2 to Liverpool. Then we've got Seville versus Dortmund. Seville against Dortmund. Well, you got last season's Europa League winners against Borussia Dortmund. Well, that'll be a Dortmund win. Easy. Because you've got Haaland, Sancho, Royce, Hazard, you name 'em. That'll be a win-win for Dortmund. And I'll probably say it'll be 3-0. Who else we got? Porto versus Juventus. Porto v Juve. Porto Juve. Oh well, Porto Juve. Well, this will be a not a tough game, but in the middle. But you know what I mean about the Champions League. It's a bit ups and downs. Good day, because you've got both teams, Porto and Juve, attacking. It'll be an attacking team, but I say it's a tough game. But I'll say Juventus 2, Porto 1. Atletico Madrid versus Chelsea. Ouch. Atletico Madrid. Well, if you didn't know already, guys, I don't know if you heard the news, but Diego Costa is now a free agent. So that game will be tough, because you've got Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, because you've got the new Chelsea boys. So, and then you've got Atletico Madrid, Yano Black, and then you've got who else has Atletico Madrid got? Saul, I think still, is he still there? Saul? Yeah. Then you've got about Luis Suarez. Knows the Premier League because he used to play for Liverpool. So let's say if he doesn't do any biting against Chelsea. But yeah. Atletico Madrid versus Chelsea. Oh, that's a toughie. Tough game that'll be, but I will say, I don't know what I will say for that score. That's tough, since it's Atletico as well. I'll say that'll end 1-1. Lazio Bayern. That'll be an easy game for Bayern. They'll smash them. They'll say 5-0. There's not a lot I'll say to that, because they won last season in the Champions League, and they are favourites to win it again this season. So it'll be Bayern Munich win that game twice. So Bayern Munich already going through, no doubt on that. I'll keep my word. Atalanta, Real Madrid. Atalanta, Real Madrid. Well, that I'll say again, like I said about Barca, PSG. It's a tough game, but nobody knows who'll win that game, because Real Madrid, if you in the last couple of seasons, they've been exiting the Champions League very early, so I'm going to go on that one. Is Real Madrid I'm going to say 1-0 to Real Madrid. Then we got Mönchengladbach versus Manchester City. Man City not been doing well in the Champions League for the last couple of seasons, but you probably say different to me. But I think that game, Mönchengladbach and Man City, so that tough, but Man City can't get past the semi-finals. So I'm going to say that'll be a Manchester City 2-0 win. So far, guys, I've got Barcelona 2, PSG 2, Leipzig 2, Liverpool 3, Sevilla 0, Dortmund 3, Porto 1, Juve 2, Atletico 1, Chelsea 1, Lazio 0, Bayern 5, Atalanta 0, Real Madrid 1, Mönchengladbach 0, and Manchester City 2. That's my first game prediction. That's the first game prediction. They are going to be played between the 16th and the 17th of February. Then they'll be playing at 8 o'clock, or the kickoff at 8. So really, the scores I've got on, the scores that I'll say here, it will be the teams that are basically winning on here will basically go through. So the teams that will go through is PSG, Liverpool, Dortmund, Juve, Chelsea, Bayern, Real, Man City. So PSG, Liverpool, Dortmund, Juve, Chelsea, Bayern, Real and Manchester City are my predictions to go through to the next round of the Champions League. So, the other news that involves the Champions League is the fans. So, it'll be a shame that for the first time ever in the knockout rounds of the Uefa Champions League, there will be no fans this year. We all know it's not the same without fans, but can't help it without fans. But There's nothing wrong with it, but you'll have to take it slow and just hope for the future that everything could get back to normal, and then fans can start returning to the Champions League matches again. So we will sadly miss the fans for this series, for the rest of this Champions League. So we had it last season without fans, but it technically wasn't the same without fans at the stadium supporting their team. But we just have to get used to the fact that fans will be back in for a little while. So I'll let you all know if I hear any news about that. So regarding the Champions League, anything else we should know about the Champions League that you guys should know? I've gone to the first leg done, so predictions done. So I've gone for, basically, I will say it again, I put it in the description as well if you didn't catch what I'm saying. So Barcelona, PSG draw, Liverpool to beat RB Leipzig, Dortmund to beat Sevilla, Juve to beat Porto, Chelsea to draw with Atletico, Bayern to beat Lazio, Real Madrid to beat Atalanta, and Man City to beat Mönchengladbach. So that was my prediction of the last 16 teams in the Champions League. There's nothing really I should else say about the Champions League. We're just going to see what happens, and then after the 2 legs, then I'm going to do the next round and see if my predictions were right about going through to the next round of the Champions League. So the Champions League is one of the most watched sporting events in the whole world, and yeah, so we just wait until February now, then we'll be able to do the Champions League again. So my Champions, so I'm going to predict my final while I'm here. My prediction final is Liverpool Football Club to face PSG in the finals of the Champions League. Okay, that's my prediction of the last 16 Champions League draw. So if you want to follow us on Instagram. It'll be in the description below. And yeah, if you liked my my UEFA Champions League chat show, I'll do more of these chat shows about talking about transfer rumours and all that. Please leave it in the description, in the chat, or comment, or message me on Instagram or whatever. And yeah, just message me on Instagram. I'll leave it in the description. If you guys want to see more of these chat shows during the 2021